Hello, very good evening, folks. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Bombay races for 21st January 2023. Card is so, folks. Sunday card is much better than Friday's card, but nonetheless, there are some good races. So be selective and bet, folks. Folks, this is racing, folks. This is a game of probability. Whoever told you this is a game of certainty is lying to his teeth. There are no certainties. Certainty is only one certainty. There are no certainties. At the best, it's a game of probability. So you have to be very selective and just take a wild, intelligent guess that this horse will cross the wire first. Place bet is a better option if you have a good place bookie, that is, and good odds. Because the difference between the first horse and the second horse, folks, is not even a fraction of a second. It's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a second. So, and too many things goes wrong in the racing, during the race. Luck of the race is the most important criteria. Jockey's behavior, horse's behavior, so many other things are involved. It's not as simple as few boys make it out. And there are certain commandments, folks, like Christianity has 10 commandments. I'll quote 5 commandments today, rest in the next my video. First is never ever bet from a borrowed money, folks. It's big no. Borrowed money and gambling don't go hand in hand. You will lose your faith, you will lose your trust, you will lose your money. At the end of the day, it will be all three parties involved are sorry, big sorry. So please, if you have money to lose, you bet. If you don't have money to lose, just watch the race, enjoy the race, and have fun with the sport. This is sport of kings, folks. Sport of kings has to be enjoyed. It's not necessarily that you have to gamble to enjoy the racing. Racing has its own beauty also, without gambling. Second thing is, don't bet all races. Very simple. Lord Krishna comes or Nakul comes, he cannot find no 9 winners or 8 winners. That is big out. Third commandment is, less than 400 kilos horses, 80% loses. I have a solid proof, which I'll make one video of horses who have lost who are less than 400 kilos and who are favorites. People still bet, good thing, good. I have clients who are much educated than other clients. Before the horses come in the paddock, before the body weight, good thing. My foot, good thing. You have not watched the body weight. You don't know the horse and only some info, stupid info, and you say good thing. Doesn't work like that. If you still have not learned, believe me, then you are the biggest idiot I have ever met. Body weight is very, very important. Fourth thing is less than 400 kilo. Of course, that is out. The horses that are out gate in a sprint race, except occasionally they win, especially in certain racetrack like Mysore, Pune. Outside draw is a very big setback. Also, when you read the book, nobody bothers to read the medical report or the horse. It's mentioned quite clearly in bowl and coal. You must read that before you put a tenor of your own. There are a few more commandments I'll quote next time. Now going to the straight to the races, folks. The first race, the Mrs. Petmore Trophy. Mrs. Petmore was a very fine horse. I bet the shit out of her 10-1 in 1,000 guineas. Pacey had 2 horses. Mrs. Petmore was the Dusra one. There's a horse called Gold Diva. Ran decent enough. Mukul Sonawala is a very lucky owner. Sandesh is riding Dallas Toriwala trains. It's a mile race. She could be in the mix of the things. And there is a horse called Camille. Shadows. That comes second in my rating. We'll see. Second race for the Jacqueline trophies. Jacqueline, of course, nobody needs introduction of Jacqueline. There is a horse that stands out like Jacqueline, Coup de Leon, running at 45.5 kilos with the allowance of Mustaqim Alam. Has run very good races. At this weight, folks, they just fly. There is no competition as far as I am concerned. You should roam home from Successor and Camellia. Now to the third race, folks. It's a Machu Picchu Trophy 1400 meter dash. It's a class 4 race, but horses are so. There's one horse, Atash, who was running after a long layoff, made a very nice move and kind of short of a run, kind of fizzled out. But with now, with that run behind, by speaking of which is a very good sire, should run very well should win from Animos and Dali's World, which are the 3 or 2 horses that come into reckoning. The fourth race, folks, is the Pelican Trophy for 2000 meters. There is one horse I really like. Only question is the pedigree does not permit. As the Golden Neil, who won very impressively, but he is by a horse called Mona Kia. The Mona Kia's babies are sprinters, but then there are always exceptions to this, folks. So you never know. If Golden Neil doesn't fire, there is a horse called Treasure Gold. He also ran a dandy race last time, and he's at the bottom weight. So the race should be between Golden Neil and Treasure Gold as far as I am concerned. Now to the fifth race, folks. It's the Noble Eagle Trophy. Noble Eagle, of course, everybody knows, big fluke horse. There's a horse called, it's a baby race, folks, maiden for 3-year-old. One horse though stands out like pedigree, but does not have the fitness of paces training that normally I have seen. But then class is a class, folks. If the class stands out, I'm talking of a horse called Cordelia. She is by multidimensional of the Dhawi, who also sired the champion sprinter. She is not totally fit yet, but on a class she can destroy this field. This multidimensional body language is very, very apparent if you look in the paddock at the time of the race. Ideal distance for them is 1400 meters, and if they win first time, they have to be one class superior. I think she is not even one class superior. She could be class 1 kind of an horse, but you never know. Even Secretariat lost the first time, so it doesn't necessarily. Species Dusra, Miranda ran a very forward race, has the biggest advantage of having a run. Nobody else has the run in this. Juliana is again Juliet's sister family, so she also comes into reckoning on pedigree, but maybe needs a longer distance, I suppose. Then there is a horse called Generosity, Danji Boy's horse. It's also, I won't bet this race at all. I'll bet a tenner or have a cup of coffee at that time. Next race, folks, it's a Mrs. Petmore Trophy Division 2. It's a mile dash, class 5, folks. Believe me, this class 5 dashes are pathetically bad. Try to stay away. Attained was very dry coated. Maybe the coat has improved. He did make a run though, no question about it. There is a horse called Sweet Emotion. He kind of bleeder. 2-3 are bleeder in this, I think. But Brave Beauty is the one I like. Small place bet, that's about it. Now to the 7th race, folks. It's a Thumbelina Trophy, the big grey Thumbelina, I remember very well. Big ass horse. Class 4, 20 to 46, 0 to 19. There's a horse kind of super leg I kind of fancy. Zarvan is riding, and there is a horse called Rhythm of Nature, which keeps on coming close. But again, this race, folks, not my cup of tea. The eighth race, folks, the Great Bhaikala Club Trophy over 2,800 meters. One horse to really stands out, folks. Chamonix. Last race, the jockey, the pace was too slow. I saw Pacey screaming at not only Kirtish but also on P.S. Chauhan of making the race pace very slow. If the pace is honest, Chamonix should walk. The Imtiaz said 2 entries are. I still don't understand why they're still running. They should have been retired by now, but I guess they keep on running, so they at least pay their bills for their upkeep, so it's okay. But I think Chamonix should come alone in this race. Kamaria, of course, is the outright stayer also, so that is my second choice. I don't give a damn about Kapriska at this age of 9-year-old and 8-year-old. Truly a pick. They are all kind of their best races have been behind them and their age also. Anyways, all said and done, folks, Coup de Leon and Super Legra and the horse called Atash, which ran, and that fantabulously bred baby, even though she may not be forward, but you never know, on class she may win. These look okay. Sunday card much better, folks, in Bombay. You have a good one. Gamble sensibly. Bet very small amount on baby race, folks, just for the fun of it. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. बराबर है, बराबर. काट दिया.